There's nothing better in Arc Raiders than having a great gun, a reliable weapon that can be used in a wide variety of situations. You might think the grind is all about getting those high-rarity, impossibly expensive beauties, but while getting one is great and all, they don't perform all that much better than their cheaper counterparts, and they cost a lot more resources. So whether it's your first run to the surface or your 100th, here is a ranking of the 5 best bang for your buck guns in Arc Raiders. First off, at number 5, the Stitcher. I love the Stitcher for PvP. In battles against other players, it's one of the best guns in the entire game, especially fully upgraded, which is an insane statement to make about a gun that only costs a couple scraps of metal. Fully upgraded, this thing is an absolute torch, cutting through enemies in a second. It's almost as good as its pink rarity counterpart, the Bobcat, in PvP, and can go toe-to-toe in any fight, early game or late game. It's a great sidearm, but PvP is less common than PvE in this game, and the Stitcher definitely isn't a great PvE gun. It's not very accurate, so hitting motors and weak points is hard, and even when it does hit those points, it doesn't do much damage, especially at range. It feels like even with the weakest arc, you have to unload a couple of mags into them. It's not a gun you can run on its own. It has to be paired with a heavier weapon capable of taking down arc. Regardless, as a sidearm, the Stitcher is an absolute gem. It has bailed me out of so many fights, both with players and even with arc. While it might not do a ton of damage, it's great for finishing something off if the Osprey or the Farro couldn't. Its quick time to fire and ADS speed make it a great hot swap, one that I love to have, especially for its price. Next up at number 4, the Farro. The Farro is kind of the opposite of the Stitcher, but in Arc Raiders you're going to find yourself fighting a lot more PvE than PvP, especially in solos. As such, the Farro is a great budget gun that you can run with almost any pairing. If you want to bring in a pink rarity gun like the Bobcat, or even a simple gun like the aforementioned Stitcher, the Farro can do all of the arc fighting while the others handle any PvP you might run into. That makes it a great tool for almost any run. It can also be used in PvP to chip enemies from range or to ward off anyone who tries to rush you. Its range and power make it a great option. Combine all that with its accuracy when hitting arc weak points, and it's a fantastic budget gun. Next up, at number 3, the Venator. The Venator is less budget friendly, but it's a must mention because it might be the best PvP gun in the entire game. High rarity guns are consistently outclassed by this little pistol. This thing is a monster at short and medium range with a fast firing rate and high damage that make it a pain to deal with. It's not perfect against arc, but it can hold its ground. Its main drawbacks include its cost and its difficult to find blueprint. I still haven't quite gotten my hands on one, and even if I had, the materials to craft it are a little expensive, but it's definitely worth it. If you've ever gone up against one or had one in your hands, you know just how powerful this gun can be. And considering that it's stronger than almost any high rarity gun, the value here is still amazing. At number 2, the Renegade. Another one of the best blow-for-blow guns in the game is the Renegade, but it sits at number 2 because of its higher cost to craft compared to number 1, its harder to find blueprint, and its reliance on having a level 3 workbench. But don't get me twisted, this gun is absolutely worth all of the hoops you have to jump through. It's got a sizable mag, deals great damage, and uses medium bullets, meaning that bringing a lot of ammo takes up much less space than a gun that uses heavy bullets. It hits arc with about the same power as the Farro, but has a bigger magazine and fires at an incredibly fast rate. That all makes this gun perfect for middle distance PvP fights you may run into. Its only real weakness besides its price is its mediocrity in CQB fights. That typically means it's best to run it with a Stitcher or a Venator, but it's a great gun nonetheless, and it's above the Venator because it's much better at killing arc. At number 1, the Anvil. The Anvil, in my opinion, is one of the best guns in Arc Raiders, and when you pair that with how cheap it is to craft and upgrade, it's a must-have on almost every run. It takes everything great about the Farro, powerful arc-killing ability, and adds a 6-round mag, allowing you to take down multiple arc robots in seconds. But the Anvil isn't just good at PvE, it's also an excellent PvP option, since it can be used from range to chunk players' health, but it can also be used up close as kind of a quick-fire shotgun. Fully upgraded, this thing is one of the most deadly guns in the game, capable of getting you out of a number of situations. You can pair it with almost anything. If you're going to take out arc, you can pair it with a hole cracker and still feel like you have enough power for PvP. You can pair it with a machine gun and use it as a sidearm, or you can even run it on its own and hope to pick something up along the way. There are just so many reasons to have the Anvil in your loadout. Yeah, the Volcano, the Batina, and the Tempest might be slightly better guns 1-to-1, but they offer diminishing returns, and especially when compared to the Anvil, the Renegade, and the Venator, the quality is almost identical while the price remains staggeringly different. The more I play the game, the harder I find it to justify crafting higher rarity guns, especially when I find so much value in the guns on this list. But what do you think? What gun do you love to bring on your raids? Let us know down in the comments below, and for everything else, go to GamerInt.com where you can find news, reviews, and fun articles. Thanks for watching.